Just what you needed.
I took the liberty of dusting your quarters, Master. Your respiratory health is one of my top priorities.
Master Satil, we've arrived at Belsavis. Have you learned anything?
The Empire just launched a surprise attack there. Dangerous prisoners are free from their cells to wreak havoc down on the surface.
A mere diversion. The Emperor has only one true goal: the annihilation of all life on this world.
Just tell me what to do.
We don't know how the Emperor intends to destroy all life on Belsavis. We do have one lead. Intelligence indicates a high-ranking Imperial named Executor Kranis recently arrived on world.
Kranis is a pure-blooded Sith, fanatically loyal to the Emperor. Whatever the plan is, he's the one tasked with carrying it out.
Do we have any idea where Executor Kranis is now?
Anna Tabord, a member of our order, is already on the surface looking for Kranis. She'll help you find the Executor, but she isn't strong enough to stop him. That task falls on you.
Consider it done.
Go to the planet's surface and meet Anna at the coordinates I'm sending you now. May the Force be with you.
Hello. Oh, hey, sorry. My mic was not being picked up. So basically, after we get done with
Not a problem.
this stream, I will look up what I need to do for the Eternal Champion. That's what I was looking at. I have no idea where it was not picking up. I don't like using the mic that I have right now. I need to replace it ASAP. Obviously, I don't have the money for it because I just had to pay rent. But I should be able to. I'm gonna have to spend the money for it because this mic's a little piece of shit. I think I spent like $5 at it at work. So, and keep in mind, this portion of the story takes actually the longest. Then, no, actually no, because you have chapter 1's actually the longest because you have technically 5 planets too. Because I thought Coruscant was still part of the intro, but no, it's actually not. It's just the starting planet. Yeah, let's get these guys doing the missions.
Love the result.
Easy. I've got this.
I will comply.
Yeah, might as well send them all on missions. To make my life easier.
Whoa, hold on. You're the Jedi who was supposed to meet Anna, right? I know what this looks like, but I told her to wait for you. She wanted to go outside, scout the area. I warned her if the Imperials didn't get her, the escaped convicts would. Anna didn't listen.
I thought you'd show a little more emotion over the death of your friend.
Hey, I barely know her. I just work here. Name's Pac Taldine. Anna heard I know Bel Savis better than anyone, and asked me to help her. I had no idea what I was signing up for. And I just want to get out of this alive.
Yeah.
I appreciate you waiting for me. You could have left when Anna died.
Thought about it, but you've been out there. Where would I go? I know what the prisoners would do to me, and the Imperials are worse. Figured I might as well stay. Based on what Anna said, you'll need all the help you can get.
I'm looking for an Imperial officer, a red-skinned Sith.
Anna told me the Imperials are entrenched by the main reactor. They were taking orders from a pureblood Sith. They have heavy weapons and a ray shield protecting their position. Nobody's moving them from that reactor anytime soon.
If Kranis is at the reactor, then we've got to find some way to get by those defenses.
You'll never get past the Imperial shields before their heavy weapons mow you down. We need a plan.
What if we take out the shields?
If you overload the energy relays feeding the sector's power grid, you could knock down that ray shield. We've got ion charges here. We could plant one at each power relay, detonate them simultaneously, and short out the Imperial defenses.
Give me the ion charges. Keep an eye on Anna's remains. See they're treated with respect.
Contact me when all the charges are in place. I'll detonate them from this control room.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good to know.
And watch your back.
So yeah, I yeah. I also decided for those who have uh, that I will be actually streaming occasionally Kingdom Hearts with New Game Plus. What New Game Plus does, and I did check this out, is it actually doesn't change much. I still start off the game at level 1, obviously.
There, good as new.
But I keep them on my keyboards. And here's the thing. I saw a thing on Reddit where you can actually get 2 ultimate keyboards. If that is true, then as I use storylines, because obviously I'm gonna try to do it on the hardest difficulty. And I will actually, as I go up the difficulties, I will have more ultimate keyblades. So by the time I'm actually done doing my 3rd playthrough of the game, I will actually have. I'll try to have 3 ultimate keyblades. Because in the beginning you only get 3 slots.
There, good as new.
You will find the results acceptable. I can get what you need.
Okay.
Pack, the ion charges are all in place. Take down that Sith ray shield.
I read you. Detonating the ion charges now. That cleared the way. Now comes the fun part. Taking on Sith heavy weapons. Good luck. I'll be standing by.
Okay.
Everything went?
Oh, and another thing, one of the reasons why I wanted to do
This
Kingdom
wasn't the
Hearts
plan.
3 is because I couldn't actually upload the incomplete story. Because my several, like, I think it was like 3 episodes worth of content was actually corrupted, and I couldn't actually save it. Couldn't upload it. Plus, I out of all of them that I played, Kingdom Hearts is the best. And now that I have mastered the techniques of, delaying, scheduling videos, awesome. You can actually, instead of having to manually upload each one every day, I can actually just set it up.
Fine.
You're going perfect on damage. I swear. You got it, boss.
Not a problem. Back in a pinch.
I will comply.
So, also, when I, you'll decide for the next class, I will actually have two versions of the counselor. One is your standard light side. Next one, the other one will be a dark side. Yeah, to mix things up a little
You're
bit.
fine.
I've been expecting you. The fool who defied the Emperor's glorious will.
Yeah,
Do
no.
you even understand what you threw away when you turned against him? Do you realize what others would give to serve his bidding?
I'll never serve the dark side.
Typical Jedi ignorance. I suppose I should thank you. You might have become the Emperor's right hand, usurped my lover's rightful place.
Lover.
Colonel Harris, status report.
The reactor is offline and this area is sealed, Executor. The Jedi is here. Our distraction worked perfectly.
We both know how this is going to end. Surrender now, and you'll be treated fairly.
The strong do not fear death. We embrace it. Soon all life on this world will be destroyed. You, me, Kranis, all of us sacrificed for the Emperor's glory. He will become immortal, all-powerful. He will raise up all those who served with true devotion, and together we will rule the galaxy.
The Emperor can't bring you back to life. The dark side only brings destruction.
You
Yeah.
refuse to see the truth. I don't have to defeat you, just slow you down. You've lost.
We will meet again at the Emperor's side, my love.
Let death take us all.
Oh, I thought, well, originally when I thought she was lover, I thought she was the Emperor. I didn't see that she was immune to all attacks. My bad. I mean, you know, die already. Oh my god. $200.
Let's get this up and running again.
Thank you for slaying Colonel Harris. Her death at your hand has surely marked her as one of the chosen. She will receive a place of honor when the Emperor grants us eternal life.
The Emperor will never complete his ritual. Not as long as I'm alive.
This delay has cost you. Now you cannot stop what is to come. The Emperor's will is inevitable.
Pack, come in. Executor Kranis isn't here. He's already gone deeper into the prison.
Yeah.
Maybe we can track him using the prison surveillance systems. Let me see what I can cook up. Republic reinforcements are finally on their way to secure that generator. Head back to my position. I'll start searching for Kranis.
Okay, let's do
Miss
the
me,
old
darling?
fast travel. That Colonel Hask or whatever from freaking name is a right pain in the
Do not blame me.
in the butt. Let's actually go real quick. Go there. Oh, and I am actually using
Picking
48.
up lots of chatter on the
48.
comm network. Here, listen to this.
Here.
Alert! This is Dr. Gantrell. Our sector is overrun. We've taken refuge inside one of the unused containment vaults. This is the only distress call we can send. Can't risk those blood-skin fiends tracking our signal. Dr. Gantrell, out.
Sounds like he's describing Executor Kranis.
Dr. Gantrell and his team were working in the high security wing. Clearance way beyond my position. They all have subdermal tracking chips, so the Republic can locate them in an emergency. Dr. Gantrell must have figured we'd use the chips to find which vault they're hiding in.
Just give me the coordinates.
The Imperials disabled all the monitoring stations, but if you repair them, I can pinpoint Dr. Gantrell's location.
I want to find him before Kranis does.
We still don't know the Imperials plan to destroy Belsavis, but there must be a reason he's after
Yeah,
Dr. Gantrell.
that's what I'm thinking.
Call me when you get the monitoring stations up and running. I'll use them to locate the doctor.
Do 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 do. Yeah. Damn, here we got a lot of things to wonder
My
about.
usual outstanding work. I love the result.
Not a problem.
Another bonus to actually having these characters with these types of missions, I can increase my alignment faster. 'Cause it is actually takes a while to get the 10,000 you need for doing competitions and whatnot.
Reminder, mechanized travel
'Cause I
is for
think the
efficient business
most you can
only.
only get like 100. So you need 100. You need 100. 100. So you need 100 hundreds. 100 competitions to give you 100. Let's say points. Get it. And that's ridiculous. Hey, look, it's same species that tried to kill Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones. Yep.
There. Good as new.
And of course, it's all the way in the back.
There, good as new.
I really don't like the Jedi well, not Jedi classes. So the sage for the council is actually pretty fun. Cause they have to chuck like rocks and like pieces of metal at you. I don't like their area of effect abilities they go at, which is basically an earthquake. That must take a lot of concentration to do. Oh, I can become stealth for a little bit. Oh yeah, there's that thing I can get used to get to the entrance. Alright.
So much for keeping the bad guys locked up. Let's hope the prisoners who used to be here were just greedy senators.
Yeah. I completely agree. But in the end, senators will do anything in their anything possible to hold on to their power. I mean, look at what happened to Wolf Yularen. For those who don't know, before he became Skywalker's admiral during the Clone Wars, he was actually in charge of a special investigation branch of to root out corruption in the Republic, government. And basically what happened to him was the senators didn't like someone messing with their, their shit, and basically took all the funding away from them. Okay, first of all,
if I do say so myself.
The budget for them should only be something like that should only be accessed not from be determined by the Senate. It should be determined by the Supreme Chancellor themselves.
You're going to.
But yes, the Supreme Chancellor could be a corrupt. But then again, another possibility is being under the jurisdiction of whatever the form of Department of Justice is. I don't know about their whole code and whatnot. But basically they could actually just like part of them. So that way that they cannot be whatever would happen to Yularen happen. Yes, he was also a very good close supporter of Palpatine. They were actually relatively good buddies. Palpatine actually respected Yularen. Yularen was, even though he worked for Anakin, who he also later on actually grew to respect Anakin. At first, he did not like Anakin at all. But as the war grew, he did actually, in turn, respect him. I mean, Anakin also had another, I would consider a Broshin, another very important person who empowered the Imperial era. Thrawn. Thrawn actually knew Anakin. I don't remember from where. But I think they like ran into each other at one point in time. And when Thrawn, in the comics at the very least, heard of Anakin's death, he actually was saddened by it. Because he respected Anakin. That's a little bit of a history from, Legends, which I'm sad to see it go. I really didn't like it. There were some really good stories. Whole Boba Fett and storyline, especially considering in Legends he actually had a family. Before he actually died, he actually during the Yuzon Dawn War, he presided over the marriage between his granddaughter and a Mandalorian commando. He's also the Mandalorian that actually brought back Mandalore to, former glory. Because of Boba's actions during the Yuuzhan Vong War, one of the people who he actually that his people trained actually discovered a vein of Beskar. Keep in mind, by the time Boba was Mandalore, Beskar has been Mandalorian's been without Beskar for centuries at that point, but this discovered a large vein of it. It's just like, it's just like interesting stories. Okay, so from what I'm seeing,
I'll take a shot at it.
only
Of course.
they don't actually let you get you rank when you're doing rank 6 medical supplies. You don't get access to you still can't keep on getting gifts, which is sad in a way. I believe it used to be you could actually still get rank 5 gifts, but they're like of a higher quality.
Pack, I fixed all the monitoring stations. Locate Dr. Gantrell.
On it. Scanning now. Found his tracking signal. He and his team are in an underground containment vault.
Which we are
sending you the coordinates now. I hope you get there before Kranus.
Okay. Ooh. Right. So, it's like Legends, like they should bring back some stuff from Legends to canon. But they can't bring too much because I think some of that's still licensed under other people. Even though they own the main IP, Disney owns the main IP, some things still belong to certain people. No, I think Lucas owns the rights to Legends. I think they let him allow to keep that, but the main IP was they bought, which, okay, I get it. I don't want tired. I got plenty of sleep, and I have some Code Red on my desk. We're just gonna scoot by those creatures because we can just outrun them because they're only melee. Obviously, since they're beasts. I don't see a freaking cannon on top of it on their backs. Let me take a swig of Code Red real quick. So yeah, I mean, Another cool, good thing that I wanted to actually, I don't know if they actually did a picture of this, but basically the whole conversation. I don't know if this is from a comic or a book, but there's actually a 3-part series on Legends Boba Fett. They use stuff from the canon, which I think was actually also considered part of the Legends, obviously. I don't think we're actually gonna see this anymore, but one of the things I would have liked to see is who would have played Mara Jade in a film.
You're fine.
For those who don't know who she is actually the wife of Skywalker, and a former assassin of Palpatine. But some people are like, oh no, Luke didn't get it. Oh yeah, he did. His grandson became Grand Master of the Order during his time. But his grandson was also an addict. He was addicted to death sticks, I think. I like the bonus quest. We don't have time for this. Get out of my way, folks. So, I'm very curious who would have actually played Mara Jane, because I was hoping at some point they would have done a new movie trilogy that was taking place after the end of episode 6. Where it takes place during the years. That would be an interesting movie trilogy. Of basically the Yuuzhan Vong War. And also the idea that came to me today of a good fanfic story is, I would have to decide which storyline I would do, but what if at some point during the story, I have to decide on that, but what if during at some point during the old Republic era, which is what we're in now, we would actually the Eternal Alliance was like frozen in time by a stasis field or whatever, and absorbed all of the resources. Well, most of their people.
This'll put a smile on
right? Because I don't think not that many people are back from, so I don't know what would happen. They're probably off in the galaxy doing their own shit.
You're fast, but not fast enough. Executor Kranos is gone.
Let me guess, another crazy Imperial?
You blessed Colonel Harith with a glorious death. We are grateful.
I guess Kranis infected his entire squad with this madness.
You mock what you do not understand. Like the Emperor, we draw power from the suffering and death of others.
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
These scientists are not hostages. They are fuel to feed us as we strike you down.
He's not a Sith, though. How is he able to do that? Yeah, like, they were supposed to stasis for, until just after the Battle of, Yavin, right? So, so they would have to actually, basically, get used to the galaxy. And here's the thing that would make it interesting. Because in the Internal Alliance, there would be Sith and there would also be Jedi. But my idea is that while in the Internal Alliance, the Sith and the Jedi, like who the organizations they used to be on, they no longer have ties to, right? Because they technically actually, leave their orders to join the Eternal Alliance. But what if, what if, the Jedi would learn from the Sith, and the Sith would learn from the Jedi, and sort of be like these gray Force users. I think that would make them way more powerful.
If you hadn't come here, we owe you our lives.
That was amazing. Outnumbered, outgunned, but those Imperials never stood a chance.
Pack? How did you see that?
Saw the whole fight in the security hollow. Pretty incredible, and I've seen some good fights.
I don't need compliments. I need to know where Executor Kranis went.
Kranis is what the Imperials call their leader. He took Dr. Gantrell.
Took him? His tracking chip says he's right there.
The Sith carved it out of the doctor's skin and threw it in the corner. He screamed the whole time.
What kind of monster butchers a helpless prisoner like that?
The kind who plans to destroy a planet?
Good point.
You have to find Dr. Gantrell. Our project is too important to fall into enemy hands.
It'd be a lot easier to find him if you know where they're going.
The Imperials demanded access to the prison's power core, but those levels are sealed. There's only one key to the core, and we secure it inside the main research vault. Only Dr. Gantrell can open it.
If they need Dr. Gantrell for the code, they won't kill him.
Dr. Gantrell's a brilliant scientist, but he's not a brave man. He'll give them the key. Wait, there's more. Our team created a number of advanced warfare prototypes by combining Republic and alien technology. When the Empire attacked, we hid the weapons in one of the vaults near the Republic settlement. If the prisoners find them...
I think I can spare a few minutes to keep deadly weapons out of criminal hands.
You'll be saving thousands of people.
As bad as that sounds, Kranis is worse.
You're a Jedi. You can't turn your back on this.
Pack is right. I can't let good men and women die.
Yeah.
You can secure the prototypes and still catch up with Kranis. I know it.
I mean, yeah. So that's an interesting idea of, and they would wake after the battle. They would come out of stations after the battle here and have to reorganize to the greater universe. The question is, obviously, they would not fight with the Empire because they're doing things that would go against my idea of the Eternal Alliance.
Mechanized travel is for official business only. Be safe out there.
Oh. Good. My bad. So they would probably fight with the rebellion, and they would still have their fleets, the fleet that they would have, which would be a combination of Republic and Sith Empire warships. They would probably be a lot more experienced than the Alliance's average basic soldier would probably be more experienced than either the Empire or the Rebellion's or the Empire's stormtroopers, because first of all, they grew up in a time when there was a Great War. And I believe most of the people who went to the Eternal Empire were actually veterans of the war with the Empire and the Eternal Empire, both empires. So they're highly experienced. They actually know what the frick they're doing. The only downside they would have in this is their technology would be thousands of years old. But they would be more experienced. I don't think the technology's really changed all that much in the 4,000 years. I think for this I would probably go with a bounty hunter, because he's the more neutral of them. Trooper, obviously they're Republic, a Republic soldier, so there's not. So they would less likely be followed by Imperial forces. Yes, the bounty hunter does actually has a lot more contracts with the Empire than you do with the Republic, but that's because of how the story, the whole class system works in the game. I think it can change that right. This actually is a very good idea. I'm gonna have to see if I can implement it. Oh, the trolls, nice. Oh, hand, I'm getting some line. Oh, the pig people from Jabba's palace. Yeah, I think I came up with an interesting story idea. Keep in mind, I am not the best of writers. But I think it would actually be very beneficial for me when I try really doing the D&D, writing the whole backstory of my D&D campaign. I think that would be some beneficial help.
That should stop any prisoners from getting their hands on these weapons.
Thanks. I know some prisoners who would do a lot of damage with those things. I never really believed the stories about Jedi. Until now.
We Jedi seek to let the Force work through us. And the Force is a powerful ally.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. I don't have comm access to the lower levels. You'll be on your own. Good luck, Jedi. We're all counting on you.
There's the question. Nope, not the last one. But this gives me a good chance to Huh. Yep. I would have to replay the Bounty Hunter storyline before I start doing any serious rating. Which could actually be the next class. I don't know. It really depends on what the wheel has decided. And yeah, so I have some great ideas for fan fiction and everything. I'll probably do that on like word scribble or whatnot. I haven't decided since I haven't encountered. And they actually have some really interesting stories over there. And when he's acting up. What's the call?
You've already gained access to the maximum security wing. Impressive. I didn't expect my men to kill you, but I was hoping they'd slow you down.
I'm not gonna stop, Kranis. Sooner or later, I'll catch you.
The Force is a powerful ally, but I have my own resources, and more than one plan to destroy this world. My commandos are planting explosives along the volcanic rift. The detonation will trigger cataclysmic eruptions. Geysers of molten lava will kill millions, including you.
This distraction might buy you time, but you're still gonna fail.
We'll see. If you're going to stop my commandos, I suggest you hurry. I'll press on without you. I'm sure you understand.
So yeah, this gives me some great fanfics ideas, and obviously I would fix some of the problems to get. Well, some of the things that are wrong with it can be explained away based off of how the game is supposed to operate. Like, out of all of the storylines that I've done so far, I think only like a handful of missions actually make sense. Will somewhat make sense. A good example is the destruction of the gauntlet from the final mission for Chapter 2 of the Trooper storyline. The way that you go about doing that one makes sense to a little bit. Yes, you would send a team to distract him by assaulting the bridge. It makes a lot of sense.
Wow. I'll have it done in 2 shakes.
I'll take a shot at it. Back in a pinch.
So, but the thing that would change slightly, is that, Yoon and what's-his-face, that one, yeah, Panovisk, I would actually accompany you while actually disabling things, because they're not meant to be. They're not. Their expertise is not fighting, but actually either disabling shit or or Jedi. And get him. Ooh, nice. 500 more. Okay.
There. Good as new.
Oh, another thing that I'll be able to do with my tree is I'll be actually able to do the remind stuff, which is like a DLC that I didn't do because I couldn't actually shoot the story. So once I actually got everything done, yes, I could have redone the story, but I got other things on my mind at the time. Ultra Commando. So I think the Remind DLC is basically explaining what the others were doing while Sora was kicking ass and taking names. I think we actually get to play as Mickey, which would be really cool because Mickey has a spell that he's the only one in the Guardians of Light, which are the Keyblade movers, have, which is the spell Ultima, which basically is a use all of your magic in one thing. I know this because I saw the Mickey Mouse versus Yoda, which was fight. I love that fight. On Death Battle. Which, by the way, if you guys have the opportunity, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you actually watch their battles because they're fun. The next battle that's coming out is Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Calorie George from his show. I can't say that word. Cowardly Dog. I can't do that. Oh no, I have to fight these guys.
Good as new. Thanks. Guess you like me after all.
Yep. She's an interesting character. Which I will go into depth when I finally do the companion rankings video. Look forward to that. It'll technically be a stream. Wow. This thing must have kept them waking up on the wrong side of the bed for a millennia. So that's been 10,000 years. It's ugly! No, those two are still at it.
Dr. Gantrell, I presume?
You arrived just in time. That beast was about to eat me alive.
You look like you've been tortured.
Executor Kranus. First he carved out my tracking chip, then he forced me to give him the codes to the security vault. Kranus took the key to the prison's power core. He intends to destroy it. Do you have any idea what that means?
I'm not going to let Kranus reach the core.
The consequences if he succeeds are unfathomable. The power core derives energy from hyperspace itself. A detonation will send shockwaves at light speed. Belsavis's destruction is only
He plans to wipe out multiple.
The shockwaves will annihilate this entire system and consume the ones adjacent to it. Trillions will die.
Damn.
Kranus can't be too far ahead. I'll stop him before he reaches the core.
Please don't leave me. Seal me inside of one of the empty vaults until the Republic regains control.
Stick close. I'll get you to safety.
Thank you. Head to the empty containment vault. I'll be right behind.
He's gonna run out of food.
I'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive. Thank you.
Hopefully they don't take too long. Because then he's gonna run out of food because he probably doesn't have anything.
Stop Kranus before he detonates the power core. For all our sakes.
Yeah, I would assume. So I think Jedi actually. Oh, that's. Yeah, I was expecting that. Now I have. How many do I have now? One more, people. One more. And we can actually buy the one of the strongholds for the one of the fleet strongholds. Let me actually look at when I get my next coin. Rank 44. Okay. I think I can get it this week, because yeah, nice. I can get the last one with the current objectives, because I'm working on Fortune of Darkness. Actually, let me go check on that real quick. On that character, yeah, because I think they would have actually got done with at least 2 of them. But considering their rank 50 influence, they might have actually gotten 4. There's a high chance of them getting 4s. Oh, they only got 2. Okay. I'm going to go head back to my other character. It's a good thing I'm checking all that, because that means I can actually make sure that they can continue making them, because they only take like less than an hour to make on a influence 50 character. Plus, I also get to show you how it's all done. So to make invasion plans, you need 1 of 4 types of invasion supplies. So you need infantry supply kits, which are given by biochemists. Armored vehicles and starship weapons are made by armor smiths, armor techs, armor meshers, and cyber techs. And then obviously the last one is made by last 2 are actually made by Sith leaders, which is what we're on my Sith leader, and artifactors. So okay, yeah. We're gonna put these in my bank, and then yeah, that will allow us to actually make more. Oh, it only counted as 1s. So HK will get
parameters set.
2, and then Tweak will get another. I would make another one, but he doesn't. We don't have the capacitors because they would actually require some high level goods. Like this one requires 8 grade 11, which is the current highest grade biochem cell graphs. Problem is, I don't have access. I don't have. Well, I do have access to the highest grade, into the highest stuff. Problem is, my level is too low, so it's harder for me to farm it. But once I get the, I haven't really worked on my trooper. I've been focusing on other stuff, obviously. Let's get back to Salvis.
Say so myself.
So yeah.
You got it, boss.
Easy. Of course.
This may take some time.
Yes, it will take you some time because you only have influence 2. At some point, as soon as I finish making and this is a list of heroics that can be done quick and easier. I'm gonna actually try to keep it at 2. Oh, that's me breathing. I had to mess with this system a little bit. My bad. Because it was actually not picking up my voice at all. So that's mainly due to the microphone I'm using. It's a literally crap piece of shit. But the headset I was using before that actually broke. And this is a problem I keep on having. It works fine, right? But the problem was that the joints on where the headset actually works between the earphones and actually like the plastic container keeps on breaking because my head is shaped in a little odd way. So, yeah. And how are you today, Willie? Good. That's good. Obviously, I have today off. And then I work tomorrow, but only for 2 hours. Yee. And then I work Friday, and then my schedule is gonna completely change next week. Because I don't know. So, with the holidays coming up, and I work in retail. My entire schedule is gonna be completely flipped around for about a month. Actually, no, about 2 months. And there's nothing I can really change about it because it's work, and I need to work so I can pay my bills. Yeah, there it is. How's the objective, the Galaxy Season's objectives doing for you this week? Which ones? Oh, the one where we have to do the 3 space missions. Ace of the Armada is the one you're talking about. Oh. Oh, okay. I can do a little tutorial for you if you want. But I personally won't recommend it. That one, yeah. Even though there's actually an achievement for it. I'm gonna attempt to do it solo, just for shits and giggles. I've done it at least once. They have the achievements for doing the rounds.
Fine.
I just don't have the achievement for doing it solo with the character. You might be able to do the Sparks of War one with a group, because I keep on seeing people trying to do that one. Are you able to do the Forging Darkness one? Oh, okay, so yeah, I see. I'm actually already working on it. I actually have a character who's crafting everything. The only problem is, even if you have a level 50 influence, a rank 50 companion, it still takes quite a while to do. The main problem I had with working on that one is I didn't have many rank 11, grade 11 resource match. So and I don't know if this is like just like a bug I ran into, But I tried to actually get the mats on board. That one with that one person, that king that you have to deal with. I tried to get the mats on there on that planet. And it actually didn't give me any of the mats. It gave me Jawa junk. I don't know if that was an export. If it is, because the thing was that character does not have 600 archaeology.
Good as new.
They had like 5 something. So if it is possible, I would have to do some testing on this. But you could, if it is, you could use a character has low gathering, say, slicing, and just go there and just collect whole slicings and whatnot, and only get like Jago junk. That's a theory that I have. I would have to test that hypothesis. What rank are you on your?
The Detonite charges are in place. Even you won't be able to stop them all in time.
Are you in Galactic Seasons?
All your tricks and distractions can't stop me, Kranis. I'm ending this.
We're all going to
Oh,
die
you're not far
here.
ahead of me.
The difference is, I'll live again.
Oh, I love that outfit. I love it. I love it.
Hem niming bagi naya, napikara hikap, naya karak, bawa jamgun, nepin memna.
Better late than never. It's
Damn
over,
straight.
Kranis. Don't be a fool. Surrender.
For the Emperor's glory, die and be reborn.
Let's do this. Oh, no wonder they got us NPCs. He's a champion level guy. Got all these add real quick before we go fight him. And Kira is doing a remarkable job in taking his focus. No, it's not Kira, it's Sergeant Betty? Let's grab this loot. Oh shit! There's actually a timer. I didn't realize that. My bad. Oh, this is gonna be 3. What's the third one? What's the fourth one? What's the fourth one? What's the fourth one? I don't do well in time situations. Oh, they're just. I hate it when they do this. You have to complete missions within times. Okay. Another thing that I really suck at, and this is mainly due to my autism, is that when you have to use those games where you have to press, certain buttons, like they pop up and you have to press them and whatnot. I'm really bad at that. Damn you, Jack 2!
Colonel Bartov? With Kranis out of the way, I think I can spare a few moments.
Okay, let's go. Because this is the final quest. Yee. And we will be level 50. Once I get done with 14 Darkness, I should be caught right up to you. Because because 14 Darkness is a 12. Yes, that will allow me to get Chains for Free rooms and the last piece of gear for that. Excuse me. And that would get me 40. Yeah, I would be completely caught up to you.
Colonel Bartov, I was told you wanted to see me.
First, let me express my gratitude. Your actions saved many Republic soldiers.
I'm always glad to help the Republic Army.
Some of my superiors don't trust your order. They'll have to revise their opinions after
Damn
this.
straight.
I won't waste your time, but there's something I need you to clear up for me. My forces apprehended this prisoner during the riots. I need to know why one of the galaxy's worst criminals was helping you.
There must be some mistake. Pack isn't one of the inmates.
It's true. I came here a decade ago as a prisoner, and I deserved it. I did things you don't want to know about. Being on Belsavis, surrounded by scum just like me, it opened my eyes. Even if I could never leave here, I could still change. It took years, but I did it. The warden made me an honorary guard. Said I earned that.
You worked hard to turn your life around, and he rewarded you for it.
I'm trying to make up for the terrible things I've done. The warden gave me that chance.
So you claim. Unfortunately, we have no evidence to support your story. It's possible the records were destroyed in all the chaos. However, it's also possible you're lying.
Whatever he used to be, he's changed. I couldn't have saved Belsavis without him.
And straight.
Now you see my dilemma. I don't want to imprison someone who doesn't deserve it, but I don't want to set a criminal free.
If the warden made Pack a guard, someone knows about it. Keep him in the holding cell until you find the truth.
That sounds reasonable. Pack, you'll stay here until we get this all straightened out.
Guess it's better than going back into Gen Pop.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume they would probably keep him around.
I'm sure you have business elsewhere. Thank you again for everything you did.
And besides, he can also provide them with intelligence. Because, as the old saying goes, the greatest power is knowledge. And well, sorry, knowledge is power. And technically the greatest power there is. More powerful than a lightsaber.
Master Satil, Executor Kranis and his followers are dead. Belsavis is safe.
The galaxy is in your debt once again, but I fear this is far from over.
The Emperor would never devote all his resources to Belsavis. We must find his other targets.
There is a rumor of high-ranking Sith gathering at a remote Imperial space station, allegedly on the Emperor's orders. One of our best scouts volunteered to investigate. He's disappeared.
Sounds like there's truth to this rumor. Tell me everything.
Jomar Chul attempted to infiltrate the Imperial space station where the Sith are meeting, and hasn't checked in since. I know you and Jomar have had differences, but I believe he's onto something.
If the Emperor is involved, this may reveal his plans.
This is worth pursuing.
I'm transmitting coordinates to the space station. I have no advice for getting inside.
Leave that to me.
May the Force be with you.
Okay. As always, we're gonna talk to the companion before we move on. Get
Master
that
Jedi,
sweet XP.
I'm aware that my recent military record might raise some concerns. I want to reassure you that my squad fatality rates have not consistently been this high.
I suppose that's good to hear.
The first squad I commanded after making Sergeant was sent to free POWs being held at a small Imperial outpost. Intel said the place would be lightly manned. Most of the Imperials wouldn't arrive for another 24 hours. Intel was wrong.
The outpost wasn't lightly manned, or the POWs weren't being held there?
The Imperials sent their reinforcements a day early. When my squad broke into the outpost, we were outnumbered 10-1.
That's a good
We were
excuse for
outmanned
having
and
a lot of
outgunned,
casualties.
But we achieved our objective. Freed all the POWs and came out alive. My squad's casualty rate was 97.4%, but we had no fatalities.
It's impressive that anyone made it out of there with those odds.
They were good soldiers, far better than any of the others I've had under my command. Our mission was accomplished without permanent loss of Republic resources. That squad was effectively trained, and as a result, we achieved victory much more efficiently.
They must have been remarkable soldiers.
They are. Good soldiers are a resource. Yes, their loss damages the war effort, but they are meant to be used. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost.
Yeah.
Master Jedi, our downtime has had a positive impact on my battle readiness. I believe I'm 14.2% more prepared for combat now.
Yes.
It's good to know you've been using your time wisely, Sergeant.
I've had a lot of time to think. I've forgotten what that was like.
Relax while you can, Sergeant. There's more fighting ahead.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been thinking about my original squad. I haven't seen any of them since we liberated that POW camp. They seem to be on active duty, but I can't find any mention of commendations or recognition. They should be decorated soldiers.
I'm sure you'll find something.
Carson, Nadja, Eckert, that whole squad has simply vanished.
They're probably just posted somewhere far from the fighting.
It seems like a terrible waste of skilled personnel. They'd be most valuable to the Republic deployed on the front. This just doesn't make sense.
Or they can be used as trainers.
Finally tracked down my old squad mates, Master Jedi. Wishing I hadn't. General Garza recruited them into the Special Forces Black Ops program. But now, they're in a detention facility on Berun, convicted of war crimes.
War crimes are a serious charge. How did your old squad go from being heroes to convicted criminals?
Black Ops doesn't make heroes. It trains killers. If the right targets die, no one complains. They renamed my old squad the Surgeons, tasked them with destabilizing the Empire's command structure by removing its best leaders. But the Surgeons didn't just target Imperial commanders. They went after the officers' families. They wanted to send the enemy a message.
Killing women and children is never acceptable.
Good soldiers know what acceptable targets are. This wouldn't have happened on my watch. The detention center's warden says my old squad mates are serving life sentences. They're young. That's a lot of years to spend in cages. The next time I get nostalgic and curious, Master Jedi, give me a planet to invade.
Yeah. So, if you have experienced troops, it's actually best that you use them as instructors, because it's actually the Air Force did this in World War II, where the pilots be rotated home, and they would be used as instructors. And now this is actually a good benefit of your soldiers would actually be soldiers, pilots, whatever, would actually be more highly trained than your average recruit. So that was a good thing.
So, when do I get my own Padawan? Always wanted to be a teacher.
It's true. I'm learning all kinds of things from you.
Helps that you're an excellent student, but that's not what I mean. Here, pretend you're my Padawan. Got a hypothetical moral dilemma for you. Say you could only save the Republic or the Jedi Order. Which would you choose and why? Don't think. Answer.
Jedi are guardians of peace and justice, but the Republic...
So...
It's true.
Helps that you're here. Say you could only save the
That's too big a question not to put a little thought into.
Bzz, too late. The Jedi Order and the Republic are both dead. Happy? Correct answer was Jedi Order, by the way. Without us around to protect it, the Republic can't survive.
Jedi can exist without the Republic, but not the other way around. Interesting notion.
Puts this war in perspective, doesn't it? We're not fighting for them. They're fighting for us. This teaching thing's fun. Have to do it again sometime.
Hey, welcome back. Did you bring me a cookie?
Finally got the skinny on how we become an official Jedi twosome. Short version, not happening. We'd only ever see each other on Tython. Senior council members would review us monthly, make sure we stay detached. The clincher is, only Jedi who were raised by the Order from birth get permission. I'm automatically disqualified.
Oh, come on! But I'm mostly an imp player. My oldest character's an imp.
At least we have our answer.
Still plenty of questions left. What happens when Master Satil catches us, for starters? The longer we keep things going, the harder they'll be to stop. Not gonna ruin your life, tough guy. You want out of this? Just say so.
I'd rather face down the whole council than lose what we have.
For a man of action, got away with words. So much for upholding the Jedi Code. Guess we're outlaws.
We'll find a way to live with the guilt. Somehow.
Won't be easy, but we have to try, and try, and try. Nope, still feel guilty. You'll have to try harder next time. Better get back to saving the galaxy. Don't want people to think we've gone soft.
I'm quarter to level 50, and I've just been talking to my companion. This is a benefit of why it's good to actually do, so I think I would actually get more experience if I'm higher level. Interesting thought.
Your people speaking of the Empire sound like a distorted echo. When I was born, we thought the rest of the galaxy to be mystery and legend. We had been alone for 1,000 years.
What was it like? I can't even imagine.
We were what you made us. In my youth, Jedi were how you threatened errant children. Obey your masters or the Jedi will obliterate you. For thousands of years, we had total control of 100 star systems. Then the Jedi drove us to the farthest fringe of the galaxy.
The Emperor had subjugated thousands of species. Every non-Force user was enslaved.
They were safe, and served to their own capability. This is hardly worth debating. I gain nothing from understanding how your Republic's fools view the galaxy. I am surprised that once your council finishes its brainwashing, any Jedi has a spine left to oppose the Emperor. Perhaps you are young enough to still cultivate the strength of the Sith.
Revan the Exile and I were all Jedi trained, and we all resisted the Emperor. What Sith have done so?
That was a surprise. In 3 centuries, I expected to see one test his strength against the Dark Lord. But those strong enough to challenge him are killed young, or co-opted into the Dark Council. Perhaps you are right. Jedi strengths are different, not necessarily lesser.
Ha!
I do not know how more to prepare you to face the Emperor. What has your training been? All I know of Jedi ways is from Revan. Surely they have changed in 300 years.
How does someone become the Emperor's Wrath?
There has only ever been one. My training as a Sith was not far different than Korriban today. Only my visions set me apart, made them bring me before the Emperor. In his presence, I first saw who he was and what he planned.
You still chose to serve him?
I chose to live, long enough to find one who could defeat him. I thought Revan and the Jedi Exile were my chance.
Revan and the Jedi Exile are legends. What were they like?
It should not have surprised anyone that Revan turned Sith. He knew you cannot fight the dark side without understanding it.
True.
The Exile was harder to read. Even with all she had done, she never trusted herself. With Revan, she was his student again. I liked them. I would have served them, but my vision told me they would fail. I cut down the Exile and brought Revan to the Emperor as a gift.
Is that what you're planning to do to me?
If you are not the one who will stop the Emperor's madness, then I will await the one who will. The only way to live long enough to find the Jedi who would kill the Emperor, to find you, was to convince him to trust me. He took my offering and gave me a place at his side. He gave me immortality. It was a gift, but not without its price.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that immortality is the best thing. Problem with immortality? You constantly live to see your loved ones die around you.
Old Doc's always been more of a lover than a fighter. But I had to up my game since you came around. It's not easy looking good when you're fighting next to a Jedi. But I figured out the trick.
Care to clue me in before our next big battle?
Let's just say I'm getting a new nickname. Dr. Knockout. Yep. Next time we're surrounded by the scum of the galaxy, they're gonna be sorry they met me.
I don't believe this! We missed the party of the Millennium last night. It's all over the holonet. Music, dancing, attractive people. We could have been a part of it if we hadn't been on the wrong side of the galaxy, saving everyone's lives as usual. 2 heroes of the Republic would have been colossal at that shindig. Infinite opportunities for romance. We would have had it made.
Just think about how much more colossal we'll be at these parties once the Empire is defeated.
We've already earned more admirers than we'll ever have time for. Anything extra is just wasteful. I'm in the prime of my life, and I'm spending it with people who enjoy running around on exploding planets. All I want is to abuse our fame just for one night. Is that so wrong?
What have you got for me? Only a few dozen senators have access to those accounts. One of them must be an Imperial spy. Until we find out who hired the bounty hunter and why, we can't be sure of anything.
I would take it to the Jedi Council. If you have proof that they're tied to those accounts, then yes.
We can't ignore a traitor in the Senate. We must advise the authorities.
Not the authorities, Jedi Council. I mean, yes, the Jedi Council right now is... Well, the Jedi are in a bad light, considering, all that's happened. I mean, crying out loud, they lost their freaking temple. And it probably took them, a long time to rebuild it. Considering that the Jedi Temple was built over on top of a ancient Sith temple. And then Palpatine turned the Jedi Temple
This is
into
Station
the
Korriban's
Imperial.
flame to unidentified vessel. You have violated Imperial space. Submit your security clearance or be destroyed.
You said I could leave this to you. Go ahead.
Transmitting clearance code now.
Stand by while I... We're so pleased you're here, Grand Moff. You'll find our security airtight.
That is unlikely.
I've cleared a docking bay for you. Please proceed with your landing, sir.
For the moment, they believe I am Grand Moff Resh. But this ruse will not hold. Prepare to kill everyone.
We'll infiltrate the station quietly. By the time the Imperials realize they've been lied to, we'll have what we need.
The docking bay will be swarming with honor guards for the Grand Moff. When you emerge from the ship instead, you'll find them disappointed.
Yeah.
Don't waste any time. Destroy the enemy while we have the elements of surprise.
Yeah, they're gonna be very sadly disappointed, considering you got 2 Jedi, 2 Knights, no less. A Sith. I would assume he's a Darth at this point. Even though it still says he's a Lord. T7 and Doc, sadly, would be useless. Well, T7 may actually be interesting. But the Doc is a medic, so he's not going to be able to do much against these honor guards. Be able to provide spring fire, or at least.
There, good as new.
Alright, we're just mowing through these guys. Alright, you do that one, I'll do this one.
Right on time. You're practically a droid. I knew if I applied the right stimulus, you couldn't resist coming here.
Something's wrong with Leha. She's not herself. She tricked me.
Jomar was chasing proof you'd fallen to the dark side. He fell into my trap like a greedy child. You were just as easy.
The Emperor is dominating your mind. Resist him.
Please, don't hurt her. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Poor boy. You think you love me, but what we shared in secret on Tython was only a shadow of true passion.
Whoa!
We obviously weren't doing it right. I'll show you true ecstasy, Jomar. But first things first.
I don't want to hurt you. If you care about Jomar, surrender.
Surrender is for the weak. Jomar had that option. You don't.
You remember the meaties? I gave my little droid friends a few upgrades I think you'll enjoy. Briefly.
Focus on her. I will take her to meaties.
Stop! 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 Where are we?
Leha, it's me. You're going to be all right.
My poor droids. How did we get here?
You've been under the Emperor's control. You tortured Jomar and tried to kill me.
No. That's not possible. No. I can feel the Emperor's presence. He hates you. The things he made me do.
Come home to Tython. Master Satil will help you. I have no right to ask you for anything, but the Council doesn't need to know about us. Please, keep our relationship to yourself.
I don't agree with the Council's ban on Jedi falling in love.
Understatement of the millennium.
Damn straight.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all of this. I was wrong about you. My mission wasn't a total failure. I overheard Leha delivering orders from the Emperor to a high-ranking Sith Lord. I couldn't hear details, but I know someone named Lord Fulminus went on a secret mission to the planet Voss.
Just what we needed. Better tell Master Satil.
Damn straight.
I'll take Leha home. Thank you for saving her. Us.
I'm surprised more Jedi don't fall in love when they're like teenagers. I mean, there's only so many knights and masters. They can't look after all of them all the time.
Master Satil, I rescued Jomar and found Leha Nerez. She's been under the Emperor's control and needs your help. They're headed for Tython now. I also learned a high-ranking Sith named Fulminus is on the planet Voss.
That is disturbing news. Voss was discovered only recently. Its society is dangerously unbalanced. The people worship an elite group of Force users who rule with absolute authority. Despite our best efforts, Voss's government rejects the Jedi Code.
The Emperor has always taken a great interest in that world. I thought he sought to conquer it, but clearly he intends its destruction.
Go to Voss, find Lord Fulminus, and stop his plans.
Yes. Most excellent.
This is Jomar Chul. I wanted to thank you again for saving Leha, and I appreciate you keeping our relationship to yourself. I'm helping her recover from what happened. It's slow going, but she's making progress. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I consider you a true friend. Jomar Chul out.
Yes. Very good, very good. Almost level 51, yay! I think we should be about 53, 54 by the time we're done with this. Just checking something real quick. Oh. There's, yeah, the Sea of the Empire.
We're in orbit around Voss, Master Satil.
Be wary when you reach the surface. Voss is a strange world under the absolute control of a group of powerful Force users called the Mystics. The Mystics reject the idea that the Force has both a light and dark side. They claim to follow a neutral path, both in their politics and the Force.
best way to
Despite their
go.
claims, I fear the Mystics have more in common with the Sith than with us.
Are you saying the Voss are servants of the dark side?
The Mystics use the visions given to them by the Force to control the lives of ordinary citizens. Like the Sith, they use their power to dominate others.
The Mystics are prophets who shape the direction of Voss society. The Emperor wants to wipe out all life in the galaxy. Hardly the same thing.
That is true.
The dark side is subtle and insidious, as you well know. The Emperor did not begin his conquest of the galaxy by declaring his true intentions.
I'll be careful while I'm down there, Master.
A Jedi must be ever vigilant, but the Mystics are not your primary concern. We haven't uncovered the Emperor's plan to destroy Voss yet, but he recently dispatched a Sith Lord named Fulminus to this system.
Lord Fulminus created the Harrowers you faced in the Emperor's fortress. Be wary.
Give me his location, and I'll take care of this.
We know Fulminus is somewhere on Voss. He's communicating with the Emperor through an encrypted communications relay. We've detected several signal scramblers outside the planet's capital city of Voss-Ka. Disable them, and we can track the comm signal to his location.
Fulminus wouldn't just leave those scramblers undefended.
The signal scramblers were hidden deep inside the savage Voss wilderness. Reaching them will be dangerous, even for a Jedi. If you act quickly, you should be able to disable all the scramblers before Fulminus knows what's happening. Then we can find him. May the Force be with you.
Alrighty. I don't know much about Voss, besides what we've experienced, because I don't think it's actually ever mentioned in Legends or in canon at all. So, I would have to do some research on it. But, you know, research actually is very relaxing for me. Well, it can be. If I can get access to the materials. Shoulder's messed up from yesterday.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Clicked on almost see it, not investigation.
I know just how to handle that. Understood, sir.
Of course. Back in a pinch.
Now, what's everyone doing on their influence? Kira's almost 22. Benefits of actually doing a lot of missions through it and getting a lot of influence. I still think the best way to actually gain influence with them is getting those gifts from the or lock boxes, whatever they're freaking called. Ugh.
There, good as new. Good as new.
Let's heal up a little bit, and then we'll continue on.
Usual outstanding work.
As ordered, sir.
That's the last scrambler. Now, to get a fix on that signal. The signal's originating from a nearby cave. Fulminus must be inside.
I get the feeling this mission's about to get a whole lot harder.
Yep. And the cave we recently passed, we have to, listen to song. Yay! They do this, they do this, they do this.
This'll put a smile on that face.
I'll take him out because he's right there. Thanks for the experience.
Outsider, why are you here?
I came here in search of a man named Lord Fulminus.
We have the same goal. This is a problem. I am Tala Ray. You wear Jedi garb. Sith's sworn enemy. We want none of your war. I search for Fulminus. Do not interfere.
We both want the same thing. Maybe we should team up.
I seek Valen Da. He is a powerful mystic. I am sworn to protect him. 3 days ago, Valen Da left the Mystic Temple with Lord Fulminus. Neither have been seen since.
Did Lord Fulminus take Valen Da hostage?
Jedi prejudice. Valen Da left the temple willingly. You wish violence upon Lord Fulminus.
Fulminus has one goal, to wipe out all life on Voss. I will do what I must to stop him.
Your actions may harm Valen Da. That must not be. Leave.
No! Get back, you foul monsters! You want to peel the flesh from our bones!
This doesn't have to end in violence.
The beasts want to feast on our innards! Kill them before they chew out our guts! Ah!
Alright. These guys have finally went off the deep end. Yay! They're sorcerers. That means they like to shoot lightning at people. How do this guy's a... I hate this. So, this little thing with his cape is just like...
Called us monsters, mad with terror.
Lord Fulminus must have done something to destroy their minds.
He may not be to blame. Many who enter the wilds go mad. Here, a holo recorder.
Welcome back, Lord Fulminus. The ritual preparations are complete. Is this Voss going to be our first test subject?
Valen Da is still useful to me. The same cannot be said of you.
No! Please don't! Ah! Ah! The monsters! I can see them! They're everywhere! They're all around me! No! No!
So your mystic was still alive when this hollow was made?
There is more.
We're done here. Take me to the Shrine of Healing. The journey is long. We must go now.
Tell me where I can find the Shrine of Healing so I can stop Fulminus.
Fulminus is dangerous. We must work together.
We'll have a better chance if we team up.
The Shrine of Healing is sacred, a place of ancient power. Fulminus can cause great harm there. The journey to the shrine is arduous. I will make preparations. Here, the location of my supply camp. Meet me there. We will continue our mission.
Yep. Alright, let's do this. And 51. And because now we're in 51, our experience gain goes up. We're gonna go here real quick because that's the fastest way to get. I don't know. Okay, so there was a new power, so we have access to. I'll have to look up that at a later date because I have no idea what to pick. Oh, that's right. There's camp like right here or something.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Or like right there.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Yep. I'm gonna grab this crystal real quick. And then we'll do that. Actually, I'll stop right outside the gate because I gotta go check on something real quick. And that gate, a tent. Get this real quick. Alright. I will be right back. Okay. That's where we could go. Yeah. Still haven't been planning on having hot
I'm
dogs
here.
for lunch.
Ready to enter the Shrine of Healing and stop Lord Fulminus?
I cannot. The shrine is forbidden to me. Make the pilgrimage alone. The Guardians will open the shrine.
Hopefully this won't take long.
We will speak when you return from the shrine.
Yes, we will. Shouldn't take too long.
boss.
I'll start right away.
Not a problem.
And that goes. The artillery cannons in this game actually look pretty decent. Well, technically they're artillery / anti-aircraft cannons. I've seen them being used for either or, which I can agree that they actually look nice. And I'm just realized that for Project Stonehenge, for Imperium Galactic Survival, could actually have its own drone predators now. I think that was really the only thing that was missing, is some sort of like drones to help protect it. I haven't really looked at the drones, but I'm hoping there's more than just your standard Gatling guns. I'm hoping there's rockets and, you know, plasma and lasers, drones. One can hope, anyways. I wish it would have something similar to what Space Engineers have, and we can have like custom drones. Because now that they've actually made the drone technology that they have better, and they actually operate better, you can technically have a drone carrier. You can technically have like the drones from Ender's Game. Those actually look pretty cool.
Outsider, the mystic Vaylendar told us you would come. You may enter the inner sanctum of the shrine.
Was Lord Fulminus with him?
An outsider accompanied him.
I'm going in.
Enter.
Okay.
Monsters! Demons! Nightmare creatures come to feed on our flesh!
Sad face. Why what? Oh, sad face for having to put down those people.
And your slaughter. We will not harm you.
Who are you?
Ancient mystics of Voss, bound to the shrine for eternity. Wisdom endures through us.
We taught Fulminus the healing ritual. He perverted it.
Corrupts it, it rips open the mind. Violence and slaughter are unleashed.
None of this would have happened if one of your own mystics wasn't working with the Sith.
The mystics are never wrong.
Vaylendar left a message.
in the corner.
How come this hollow won't activate?
Take it to Talaray.
What's with all the clues? Is the Mystic playing some sort of game?
Our task is done.
Of course. It couldn't be any more, you know... what's the word I'm looking for? Direct. It's like I'm talking to a bunch of Riddlers. And there are many roundabout ways of doing it.
Just what you needed.
The Riddler is actually probably Batman's greatest opponent. Because, yes, the Joker is seriously off his rocker. But the Riddler is actually more cunning. He's actually one of the only villains that actually can test him mentally. And
Achieved 100% success.
And the Riddler is the only one where Batman can't actually fight him face to face. Yes, Riddler can. I believe he has some combat training, but not as much as, say, Batman, who is a master in several martial arts.
Outsider, I am Commander Fracken Null. Talaray told me your mission.
It's worse than we thought. Fulminus used a Sith ritual to drive his apprentices insane. At the shrine, he learned a technique to make it even more powerful.
This is known. We have reports. You killed the priests at the Shrine of Healing.
They attacked me. I had no choice.
We do not blame you. You walk the path of Valendar's vision.
Okay.
This
They're not
recording
pissed.
was left behind.
Which is
it's coded,
weird.
so only you can play it.
Outsider, your mission is done. Go now.
Wait. He helped us. We may need help again.
Talaray, know my vision. Lord Fulminus in a dark cave. Strange symbols adorn the walls. A corrupted ritual unleashes a plague of madness that drowns Voss in blood. You and the Jedi stand with us. Against him. Meet us in the Nightmare Lands. The Dark Heart.
Do you know this place he's talking about?
The center of the Nightmare Lands. A legendary place of danger and evil.
The Dark Heart is hidden. We have no maps. The Voss shun the Nightmare Lands.
The Gormak know the Nightmare Lands. The Gormak King has maps.
I doubt the Gormak will want to share. We need a plan.
Scouts, watch the Gormak. I will speak with them. Wait here, outsider.
It's,
Null is right
for
to be
once,
cautious.
they're not
Gormak
actually
are dangerous.
against us.
They killed my husband.
That must make this hard for you.
He was a commando. He died serving the will of the Mystics.
Your love for your husband mustn't impair your judgment on this mission. You have to set your feelings aside.
I understand. My husband is of the past.
Talaray, outsider. I have spoken with the scouts.
That was quick.
The maps are in the King's vault at Gormakos. The vault is unassailable. An army of Gormak protect it.
Commandos entering Gormak territory would draw them away, thin their numbers.
Talaray's right. If you create a distraction, I can get inside the vault and get those maps.
Valandar has decreed you must go to the Dark Heart. I must heed his words. Talaray will lead a squad of commandos against the Gormak. You will infiltrate the King's vault at Gormakos.
If you can draw away some of the Gormak soldiers, I can get that map.
I will assemble the squad. Talaray, explain the details.
The vault is protected by an impregnable shield. Shield generators are scattered through Gormakos. Find all the generators protecting the King's vault. Destroy them. We will speak when it is done.
Okay.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
I think there's, after Voss, I think there's actually, if memory serves, we have to go to some other random place, and then we get to go to Corellia. But it shouldn't take much, shouldn't take much longer to finish this. And then I will do some of the seasonal stuff, and then we'll move on. Speaking of which, once we get landed, I will switch back to my trooper and get started on crafting those dark projects, because I think there's enough time. Because they only had 10 minutes, well, I think they had 7 minutes left on their crafting invasion projects. How do we access these areas? Yeah, this is the Imperial camp right here. Alright, let's switch characters real quick. Okay, so that's done. Nicely done. Oh, I need to get more of these. How do I get more of those? Oh, give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can. I think they're something I can buy. They shouldn't be too expensive because, like, yeah, they shouldn't be too horribly expensive. Holy Shazer! So I need to make 5, 8, 16, 24, 32, then 40. I need another 20 more. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm assuming I can't get them via... I think, yeah. I can get to grade 1. I get to grade 2. Yes, I can. And I have a shitload of components. I have more of these. Um, oh, no, that's green. I need blue. That's tier 3 1. Fine. There's Yep, and we're good to go on that. Just curious, I'm gonna do some quick math real quick. 96. I need 56 more. I'm probably not gonna have enough of them for all the invasion supplies, but I will be careful. I think I have that for another 20. Okay. That's my bad. I bet more, but hey, that's completely fine. I'm gonna get started on making these real quick.
I will leave immediately.
Yeah, yes, that.
And I will check back on these. And then I should be able to sell. I have a contact who I think is willing to buy them. Because I didn't know their policy in the whole stream, so I will not actually reveal their name. I'm I know the whole privacy thing going on. Whatever and whatnot. Okay, let's get done with this. There was also one thing that I'm concerned about with me streaming. If I can get big enough and if I get a webcam, I might have to deal with a problem that a lot of people have faced in the past with swatting. I don't know if it's still a big thing. I've heard it still goes on, but not as too much an extent. It's a problem. It's something that should never be a thing, but it is a thing because it ruins lives. A few years ago, it actually got called on a freaking senator. Luckily, her kids were not home at the time. Thank God. Yeah, but I think there's something going on in my defense of that because I live in a group home. I think they have it on record that this is a group home, because they're not going to send flooding. Let's check that. That's enough materials now. That's yeah. So yeah. And I hope everyone had a nice Halloween. Didn't really do anything for this Halloween this year. Besides sleep, and more sleep. I did get to have some cake. Thanks to our Navy cook's house.
You'll live.
Nice shield generator run. Oh. Impression. Party buff. Well, technically it's an operation buff. Could come in real handy. At some point.
You're fine.
But I don't think I'll ever do ops with a with a melee character. I've done ops with a sage. I prefer ops in this game if I'm playing range. Because I've actually had, I believe it's Katuga's Palace or whatever it's freaking called. The one we have to fight the hut. We have to invade the hut's palace. That one was actually a great benefit that I was actually playing a ranged character. And we were able to get it done because this one fight we have to, preferably a ranged character has to sit up on a platform and press things, and I was able to keep on doing that and shoot down.
I've destroyed all the generators. The shields around the King's Vault are down.
We suffered many casualties. We will occupy the Gormak as long as possible.
Get your squad out of there before you lose any more people.
No. We leave, you'll fight Gormak reinforcements.
Don't throw your lives away.
We will begin a fighting retreat. Get the maps. Rendezvous at the Voss camp on the border of the Nightmare Lands.
Yes. Luckily we don't have to go all the way in the back of this area. Yes, I can afford these guys. Oh, this went right past me. How do they keep on doing that, like, instantly? They're not supposed to be able to do that. It's supposed to, like, attack me and then, bam, have a chance of it. But they keep on intercepting me. None of these are complete ones like that. I've never had any problems with they intercept me. And they keep on doing so. As I try to scoot past them.
You're fine.
Hey, yep. Way.
You're fine.
I wish say, Habram, la no wike guan vik country.
You're not like the Gormak. You're a twisted being of pure evil.
Ne so fun de ko naganeva ayak nagnan ni matan. La dutsi na futkom, nigo wabon giaroy, kontasavo fatban kap.
You are a foul abomination and must be destroyed.
Huavaska, bam ki na bungham trongwan lao, the chow troksha. La dutsi na futkom, nigo wabon giaroy,
Yeah.
kontasavo fatban.
Let's not. She'll take on those guys. I will take on the front. Gormak real quick, 'cause that makes it a little easier. Volt. Actually, no, we're gonna go to Vaska to make, and then we can easily transfer ourselves to the next area.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
If we did it the other way, we would have to go through back here and then go there. Alright, lunch should be ready right about now. So I'm gonna go over here real quick. to do that. Well, use the commands.
I have the maps. These should help us find the Dark Heart so we can stop Lord Fulminus.
You ordered my squad to retreat, braved the Gormak reinforcements. We owe you our lives.
I'm here for one reason. To stop Lord Fulminus from destroying Voss.
Many Gormak fell at your hand. You are a great warrior. Like my husband, you remind me of him. Strong, fierce, an instrument of mystic will. Behold, the patron of glory. Eyes afire with righteous might. Skin bathed in the warm blood of the enemy. Witness the glory and blazing fury.
The sooner we get to the Dark Heart, the sooner we can stop Fulminus.
Agreed. Not the time for poetry. Apologies. The maps reveal the location described in Valen Dah's vision. We confront Lord Fulminus there. The Dark Heart crawls with predators. We split up. Small groups draw less attention.
Just tell me how to get there.
I will mark the chamber on your map. Meet there. Valen Dah has foreseen it.
They are here.
Who? What are you talking about? Ah. The Emperor's lost child and the Jedi who defied his will. I'm surprised to see you here.
Did you really think I'd sit by and let you destroy Voss?
Where is Talare? She is part of my vision, too.
I am here, Honored One.
Betrayed. The mystic. Rent his flesh. Kill them all. Complete the ritual. Unleash the plague.
Freeze, Fulminus. Throw down your weapon, and I'll be merciful.
I don't know what kind of game you've been playing, Mystic. But after I dispatch these interlopers, I'll deal with you. For the Emperor!
You'll be fine.
Outsider, a victory well earned. My vision nears completion.
Enough games. You're going to explain everything to me right now.
Forgive his tone, Honored One. He does not understand our ways.
Explanation is warranted. Fulminus corrupted the healing ritual, created a madness plague, planned to infect all Voss. Millions die savage, brutal deaths. Slaughter consumes the entire planet. Needed Selmacor's aid.
I assume your actions have been guided by one of your visions.
I dreamt of the Dark Heart. Secrets revealed. The core is alive, intelligent, a being of pure evil. Will without a body. Selmacor. Unchecked, corruption will spread beyond the Nightmare Lands. Selmacor must be destroyed. If not, Voss will be consumed. I accompanied Fulminus so Talare would follow. Only she can destroy Selmacor. Fool. Selmacor is dead. Darkness. No Voss can destroy.
I will help her.
Your part is done. Claimed the maps from Ormakos. Defeated Fulminus. Talare would not be here without you.
Honored One, tell me what I must do.
Descend the steps into the maw of Selmacor. Confront the evil within. Destroy it. Cleanse Voss. You will not survive. Sacrifice will herald a millennium of peace between Voss and Cormac. Thus is my vision fulfilled.
You're asking Talare to make the ultimate sacrifice.
This is my destiny. My actions will save all of Voss.
No. Violation. Defilement. Extinction. This must not be. Jedi, cast the mystic into the maw. Rewards. Power. Selmacor offers them to you, like the one who came before.
You are a being of pure evil. You must be destroyed.
Hurry, Talare. Time grows short.
I respect your decision, Talare. I won't interfere.
I serve the will of the Mystics, as did my husband. Our names will be joined forever in song.
It is done. Taloray's sacrifice heralds a new age of peace for this world. Thank you, outsider. You acted with the devotion of a boss.
You better spread the story of what happened here to every corner of this world. Taloray deserves that much at least.
Poems will be written. Families will sing her praises. She will be honored. I return to Voska. Goodbye, outsider.
Hello, I'm back. So yeah, that was interesting. I'm sad that she had to sacrifice her, but sometimes the ultimate sacrifice must be made for the greater good. I just found a towel there for a second. The greater good. For those who don't know, that's a race from Warhammer.
Master Satil, I stopped Lord Fulminus. He created a madness-inducing plague to turn this planet's inhabitants against each other. If he'd succeeded, Voss would have exploded into mindless violence. The entire planet would be a slaughterhouse.
The brutality of the Sith knows no bounds. I applaud you for a job well done. I know it wasn't easy dealing with the Voss people.
The Voss are strange, but in the end, I needed their help to win.
It shows true strength to admit to needing help from others. I hope strength enough for what I must ask of you. One of our missing Jedi has resurfaced, and the news isn't good. Warren Sidoru has attacked and boarded the Republic flagship Valiant.
This is the Emperor's doing. Warren is being controlled, just like Liha Nerez was.
That hardly matters to our military. All they see is a Jedi turned traitor. The Valiant is commanded by Admiral Dabrin, one of our top military leaders. He's inflicted heavy casualties on Imperial forces. Admiral Dabrin possesses complete knowledge of the Republic's war plans. If the Imperial military gains that information, they'll crush us.
You're missing the point. The fallen Jedi serves the Emperor's agenda. We must learn his mission.
We have plenty of reasons to pursue this. Where are we headed, Master Satil?
The Valiant is drifting out of control at these coordinates. Liberate it, save the Admiral, and learn the Emperor's plans. Hurry. The Valiant's crew can't hold out much longer.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's a fleet admiral, not just a regular admiral, because there's no way they would have and trust a regular admiral. Clarification: the difference between a normal admiral, which is that, and a fleet admiral is, an admiral would contain control like the naval forces in an entire little sector. While Fleet Admiral will control forces in multiple sectors. They would control multiple fleets.
My old squad mates were good soldiers when I knew them. Still can't believe how they ended up. If I hadn't been reassigned after that first mission, I might have been one of them.
You wouldn't have endured innocent blood on your hands. You're not like them, Sergeant.
No, I'm not. It's a far greater honor to be assigned to your squad, Master Jedi. I look forward to the day we face the Emperor together.
Yeah, no.
I've been analyzing your battle tactics, Master Jedi. I hope you don't mind. I believe I've found a way to increase my own combat efficiency by another 25.4%.
Why don't we try out your new tactics in the field?
I was hoping you'd say that, Master Jedi. Permission to speak freely, Master Jedi.
You've never needed permission to speak your mind before, Rusk.
What I'm about to say, Master Jedi, you might construe as critical. I had some concerns when I was first assigned to your squad. The Jedi are known for their discipline and selflessness, and for their pacifist philosophies. I'm pleased to say my concerns were unfounded.
After Hoth, I'm not sure why you would have thought I was a pacifist.
Yeah.
As I said, my concerns were unfounded. I came from a pacifist colony, Master Jedi. We were bullied, remorselessly, by pirates, corporations, Hutts, even governments. I joined the military as soon as I could. Peace only comes to those willing to fight for it.
That must make things a little strained.
10 years ago, the colony was attacked by the Sith. My family was killed. They never fought back. The Sith crushed them, the way you might step on a bug.
We'll hold the Emperor accountable for this, Rusk. I promise.
Thank you, Master Jedi. At any rate, we should move on. Thank you for hearing me out.
Yeah. He's an interesting character. I would have liked to actually get him later on, but okay.
Keep wondering what it'll take to put the Sith Empire down for good. Kill the Emperor, destroy Korriban.
Genocide is a poor method of securing peace.
Beginning to agree with you there. No victory over the Sith ever lasts. We wipe them out, they turn up again. Doesn't feel like we're winning.
The cycle of war has to end. Maybe you'll discover how to break it.
Solve a millennia-old problem by myself? No pressure there. Guess there is one thing we can count on. No matter how many times they come back, the Sith always go down in flames. Alright, tough guy. We need to have the talk. Know the one I mean?
I think so, but maybe you could help me out.
Just because the galaxy might implode any second doesn't mean we drop everything else. We're good together. Question is, what kind of life are we gonna have?
I'm not fighting this war for anyone but the woman I love. The one who makes this ship into a home. I'll spend the rest of my life with you, Kira. If you'll let me.
Of course I will. Thanks for asking. Forever sounds about right. Shame we can't throw a party and invite everyone, but this'll do.
At least we don't have to sit through an awkward toast from a friend who's had too much to drink.
T7 can really ramble on when he's had a few oils. Sooner we get rid of the Empire, sooner we can enjoy moments like this full time. Let's get crackin', handsome.
Yup. Let's do that. And so I was right, so I'm thinking I'm gonna be 53, maybe 54.
Shouldn't be this hard to find a terrible disease I can cure. All the good ones are taken. All that's left are embarrassing things like Bothan nether rot or diseases that'll take decades to treat. I don't have that kind of time.
There's bound to be something you can cure. Does it have to be a major disease? There are plenty of uncommon ones.
You don't understand how medicine works. If no one knows it's a disease, they don't care if you cure it. This won't keep me down. I'll cure an important disease even if I have to create it myself. Say, that's not a bad idea.
The galaxy doesn't need any new diseases, Doc.
What's the harm? I'd cure it right away. I'm glad you stopped by, but old Doc has thinking to do. You should go meditate. Clean your lightsaber and whatever.
I don't think the lightsaber needs to be cleaned at all. Like, it needs to probably get polished every once in a while to keep rust or whatever off it, because it's mostly made out of metal.
Old Doc's luck is finally turning around. Got a holocall from this ravishing Ratataki I knew on Hutta. Big opportunity to cure something important.
I take it that means you're no longer attempting to create your own disease.
Like I always say, a plague in the wild is better than two in the lab. My friend's old employer is a Hutt cartel boss named Nemro. He's infected with an incurable disease. It's eating him alive. Literally. No one's ever cured what Nemro has. He'll pay top credits to any doctor who can save his life. This is my big chance.
You never said you were in this for the money.
The credits are just a bonus. The real reward is my name on every Hutt's lips from here to the deep core. Turns out, I studied this disease back in medical school. There's an experimental treatment no one's ever been able to try. It's too risky. I figure if there's a safe place to work with toxic chemicals, it's a Jedi starship. I know you don't mind.
Just tell me you know what you're doing.
After all this time, doesn't that go without saying? Besides, I started mixing the solution hours ago and the ship's still intact.
Oh my god.
Give old Doc room to work. I got a date with medical history.
I think he's talking about, Kajil.
The treatment formula's ready. Good thing. Nemro's half the height he used to be. My friend's on her way to help. How's my hair? These clothes fit all right? Old Doc's gotta look his best for the historical record.
I'm sure your old flame will be impressed. Why is she coming here?
Hut politics. It's complicated. When I save Nemro's life, the hollow journalists will be all over me. Oh, here she comes. Look at you, gorgeous. Love the new tattoo, huh? Nice gun.
Let's get this over with. I don't enjoy playing hostage. Not for you, anyway.
I need to make sure Nemro doesn't try to keep me all to himself after I cure him. Huts occasionally confuse gratitude with kidnapping. Nemro's got a soft spot for my friend. I'm paying her to stay here as my hostage while I fly to Hutta. Brilliant, huh?
What's the going rate for a professional hostage?
She charges by the minute. Worth every credit. Sit tight while I take care of business. I'll be back in no time.
Yeah.
Nemro will be healthy as a rancor in a meat factory. Or my name isn't Doc.
Jedi standards must be slipping if a worm like Doc qualifies as an ally.
Is that any way to talk about an old friend? Especially one who clearly adores you?
I'm usually worshipped by men beneath me. Anyway, that's enough polite chit-chat. Is there anything interesting to eat on this rust bucket? I'm famished.
I did it! Nemro's gonna live. The disease is cured. He's already regenerated lost tissue and organs.
Wonderful news. I can leave. It's been amusing.
You're not gonna stay and help us celebrate?
Ha! No.
You did a great thing today. You cured an incurable disease. Saved a life.
Even better, I saved someone famous. That's the kind of story the Journal of Xenomedicine loves. Couldn't have done it without you. I'm putting your name in the special thanks section of my article. At the top, even. This is the worst day of my life. Some idiot bounty hunter killed Nemro the Hutt before the Journal of Xenomedicine could examine him. They can't verify my treatment worked because Nemro's a big messy puddle of goo. There's no proof I saved him.
Someone murdered Nemro? It's awful news.
Yeah.
You're telling me? I staked my whole career on him. My only hope is someone else coming down with the disease so I can cure it again. I'm not holding my breath. The disease is rare. It could be years, decades before I get another shot at it.
Another living being is dead, and all you can think about is how it inconveniences you. I thought you were better than this. I thought you were a healer. Was I wrong?
Nemro wasn't a nice person, but he didn't deserve vaporizing. I'll send something respectful to his memorial service. You know what? The Journal of Xenomedicine can take a flying leap into a black hole. I'm starting my own blasted journal. I've had enough medical adventures these past few years to fill a library. And I'm telling people all about them.
Good. Your knowledge will make the galaxy a better place.
And if I get moderately famous in the process, that's all right too. Publishing a HoloNet journal won't be easy. I'm gonna need recorders, edit droids, and a good S-thread broadcaster. That's some serious scratch. I'll have to start charging for my services. You understand.
I'm willing to invest in a worthy venture.
I'll only need a couple of million credits to get started. See what you can do.
Yeah, a couple million.
It has been enlightening to spend so much time among you and your Jedi. For 300 years I have spoken to no one but Sith, and they do not change. They are the same on Korriban now as in my childhood. The same tricks, the same fights, the same groveling and mind control.
Was that almost a compliment?
I am only surprised that I have learned the most of the Force from a Jedi. Revan taught me to be effective when I became the Emperor's wrath. And now I have learned as much from you.
You have opened my eyes as well.
And here I thought you weren't listening.
No, I was listening. Half the time.
I have sought the Emperor's death for so long, yet I cannot picture the galaxy without him. When I was born, the Emperor was the Empire. Everything existed to feed his whims.
Yeah.
He was so far above us, no one, Sith or slave, would have dared even form an opinion about him.
You served him personally. What is he like?
When I began serving him, I thought it was far simpler than that. The Emperor was just a man, isolated by unimaginable power and the inability to trust the scheming sycophants who served him. I was wrong. He is a disease that must be stopped before it ravages us.
I will stop him.
Then heed me.
Immortality comes at a terrible price. Taste, smell,
listen exactly.
Touch, color, emotion. The Emperor and I experience none of these things. We are no longer mortal. When you face the Emperor, do not forget that.
I would take his consideration to heart for anyone who wants to be immortal.
You have something for me?
If the Senator is being set up, I don't want to ruin her reputation. This needs to be handled discreetly.
Yeah, we should do that. Before then.
You wanted to talk to me, T7?
None of this would have been possible without all the work you did to uncover the truth.
I could say the same about you, T7. That's why we're such a good team. Don't worry, little buddy. Wherever I go, you'll be at my side. It's good to know my legacy will live on after I'm gone.
And potential kids with Kara. Okay, that's let's go and travel to the Valiant. And of course, it's one of those weird looking capital ships. Like, the Republic, capital ships are an odd design. Right? The Sith Empire's dreadnoughts, they look a lot like Star Destroyers. They're pretty damn powerful. And they have okay, so my main problem with the Sith dreadnoughts are the fact that their carriers, their launch bays are in front of the ship. So if they actually try to launch their fighters too close to a ship, a gunship, or something that's designed to take out fighters, they're gonna have a tough time surviving at the launch. So this is why I prefer the Imperial, the Star Destroyers, preferably the Mark 1s, ISD 1s, because their launch bay is actually beneath ship.
There, good as new.
That means their TIE fighters are actually protected as they launch. And because of its size, it can actually be used to capture, vessels. The problem is, the TIE fighter is a very shitty craft. And I'm saying very, very, very shitty. I get why it was designed that way. But it's just because they followed the Tarkin doctrine, which was the greatest amount of fear. The problem with that is that the ships he designed are really shitty. Besides the TIE Defender, but then again, that was designed by Thrawn.
Another step, and the Admiral dies.
What happens to me doesn't matter. He's going to destroy us all. Kill him!
No one else needs to die. Talk to me, Warren.
No. Don't let him get inside your head. He did something to my mind. Made me reveal the security codes for our entire fleet.
This flagship belongs to the Empire. Stay, and the Admiral's blood will be on your hands.
This isn't you, Warren. The Emperor is controlling you, but you can push him out. Focus.
No. No more pretending to be something I'm not. I'm finally free. Youth won't save you. My master gave me all the strength I need to finish this.
Yeah, guys, this was a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay.
Why do you insist on being a slave? With your power, you could be anything. You could rule worlds, crush all enemies, have any woman you want.
You can't tempt me with those things, Warren. I don't need them.
That's the Council talking. Think for yourself. I've tasted real power. I'll never return to the Jedi. This war is nearly over. Master Braga will lead the Empire to victory on Corellia. Billions will die.
Oh, that hurt for a second.
The Emperor doesn't care about the war. He wants to destroy the galaxy, and you with it.
I wonder if Braga knows that. Doesn't matter. Let it all burn.
This man tricked me into revealing our fleet security codes. The Empire will annihilate us if that information gets out. He needs to die.
Last time I checked, Jedi weren't executioners.
We can't risk him escaping and telling the enemy what he knows. There's only one way to be sure that doesn't happen.
We will not kill a defenseless man. He was our ally once. I hope he will be again. Lock him up until other Jedi come to claim him. Understood, Admiral?
Weak as ever. This is why the Republic always fails.
Oh! I'll keep this traitor aboard on my terms. The ship's medtechs will sedate him until your people arrive.
Yeah.
If this information about Corellia is true, our forces are in danger. We'd better mobilize everything we have. I'll alert High Command. You inform your council. Good luck.
Yeah. After we get done with this, I'm gonna have to go take a shower real quick because my back is killing me. My muscles are like tightened in the back of my On the bottom of my back. Nice shot, relax them.
Admiral Dabrin and his flagship are safe, Master. We also captured Warren alive, but you'll find he's changed.
We were able to help Liha Nerez. We'll find a way to help Warren.
Warren revealed Master Braga is on Corellia. He's the Emperor's secret weapon in the war there.
The Republic is sending everything it has to liberate Corellia. If Master Braga is aiding the enemy...
The Emperor has no interest in keeping Corellia. He desires the deaths of billions to fuel his ritual.
And
Find
Corellia is a
Master
very
Braga and
populated
stop this
planet.
madness. Set course for Corellia immediately.
Alright, I am gonna end the stream here. I will be back. I just need to take a shower. Yeah. And I will actually combine this stream with the one later on. Alright, peace.